Welcome to What is the Merit System with the San Diego County Office of Education. What is the merit system? This video will provide you with a brief explanation of the merit system, the reason for its existence, the Personnel Commission who governs it, and key components that will be helpful for you as an applicant for employment with San Diego County Office of Education, which is a merit system organization. History of the merit system. Commissions for personnel and civil service go as far back as the late 1800s and early 1900s. The first law was passed in 1913 called the Civil Service Act to combat the unfair practice of hiring employees based on a person's political allegiance or personal relationship. The first time we see merit system in schools was in 1936, when it was established at the Los Angeles Unified School District. Here in San Diego, the Department of Education adopted the system in 1970 and continues to use it today. Merit system at a glance. Here are some quick facts about merit system rules and regulations. They are governed by the Personnel Commission. The system protects classified support staff and classified management employees. Classified positions are positions within a school district or county office that do not require a credential like a teacher or counselor or principal. This can include office support, instructional program support, information management and network services support, food services, maintenance and operations, and business and finance support. Currently, there are 94 school districts and county offices in California that use the merit system. What is the Personnel Commission? The Personnel Commission is an independent body responsible for maintaining the merit system for classified employees. There are 3 commissioners who are appointed for 3-year terms. They follow 9 merit principles and have 3 core responsibilities, which include 1, to oversee a personnel management program based on merit principles, 2, to develop and administer policies governing employment matters, and 3, to conduct appeal hearings. Merit system principles. Some of the merit system principles include 1, recruitment based on merit, fair and equitable treatment of employees and applicants, 3, equal pay for equal work, 4, employees retained and promoted on the basis of merit, and 5, due process rights which are consistent with applicable law. Recruitment process. In the merit system, there are 6 steps human resources must complete. 1, posting a job announcement for the vacancy. 2, an application period that typically lasts 10 days and culminates in the screening of applications for minimum qualifications. 3, an examination process for those applicants who have met minimum qualifications. 4, an interview process. 5, creation of the eligibility list with the candidates listed in order of ranking based on their examination score. And 6, certification of the top 3 ranked candidates and the appointment of the selected candidate. This process can take several weeks, but the result will be the fair and equitable hiring of the most highly qualified candidate based on their skills and abilities, not on who they know or their political affiliation. Application do's and don'ts. When applying for a position within a merit system organization, we want to provide you with the information you need to know to be successful in this step of the recruitment process. Do complete all fields of the employment application. Do not leave any fields blank. The screener cannot award you any points for information that is not there. If there are supplemental questions, answer the questions in detail. The supplemental questions are typically created to derive more specific information about your qualifications that they may not be able to find in the work experience section of the application. If the job posting states additional documents, such as a copy of degree or transcripts, a resume, a cover letter, or letters of recommendation should be attached, be certain to attach all the required documents. This material may be necessary to prove that you possess the correct education, experience, and training that was listed in your work experience and is required for the position. Ensure your responses in your employment application and the supplemental questions demonstrates that you meet the minimum requirements for this position. Finally, do not submit your application without completing all fields of the application or answering all supplemental questions in detail or without attaching the required documents. Types of examinations. Once your application is reviewed and you have demonstrated that you meet minimum qualifications, you may move forward in the recruitment process to the examination stage. There are various types of examinations that may be administered, but all will be relevant to the position for which you are applying. Written examination can be multiple choice or free answer questions. A written examination can also be a prompt for a writing sample, email, memo, bilingual translation, or other document. An oral examination is also called a technical interview. You may sit in front of a panel and answer several job-related questions. A performance examination is a test that will demonstrate that you know a specific job-related skill. It could be anything from setting up a printer to a computer for a technology position, troubleshooting problems in equipment used for maintenance and operations, or Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Word. The type of examination used for each recruitment is determined by the Human Resources Office under the Personnel Commission. What to expect in the interview. During the interview process, you will be seated in front of a panel. The panel members will be subject matter experts in the classification or position, or could be employees working within the department or organization. Panel members may also be community partners. The interview panel members are determined by the Human Resources Office under the Personnel Commission. The panel may ask you for a presentation using software such as PowerPoint. The presentation would occur at the beginning or end of the interview. The questions asked during the interview can be technical questions related to the classification, situational judgment questions, or behavioral questions. Understanding the eligibility list. The eligibility list can be formatted in different ways depending on the type of recruitment the hiring manager requests. Once the examination phase or selective certification is complete, the final scores of all exam components will be determined and candidates will be ranked in order of scores, with the highest scoring candidate listed at the top. From there, an eligibility list will be created displaying this ranked order. At the San Diego County Office of Education, the eligibility list will remain active for 6 months and be used for future vacancies. Names will be removed once a candidate is hired or the expiration date is met. Names can also be added when Human Resources determines there are not enough candidates on the current eligibility list to provide hiring departments with 3 ranks. Certifications and appointments. The merit system follows the rule of 3. If any vacancies become available and there are no employees in the reemployment list, Human Resources will send the hiring manager the names of the top 3 ranked candidates on the eligibility list. Some candidates may share a rank, so there may be more than 3 names provided. If there are any transfer requests, those employees' names will also be included. From the list, candidates are invited by the hiring manager to selection interviews. During this interview, the candidates may be seated in front of an interview panel, or they may only interview with the hiring manager. Once the selection is made, the hiring manager will conduct reference checks, submit the signed paperwork to Human Resources, and an offer of employment will be made to the selected candidate. Other areas covered by the merit system include salary studies and surveys, job classifications, reclassifications, job descriptions, trainings, bargaining, and disciplinary or exam appeals. We thank you for watching What is the Merit System with the San Diego County Office of Education.